Good morning, everyone. We are thrilled to have global award-winning cybersecurity leader, Dr. Mansur Hasib with us. Dr. Hasib, I read that you've received enormous amount of global awards for your leadership and for your books you've written. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
So the book is really about cybersecurity leadership, which I believe is the way to drive the mission of the modern organization. Today, there is no organization that can do without a digital strategy. So too many people equate cybersecurity with security, but cybersecurity is really the way to drive the modern organization today. My greatest achievement really are the people that I have empowered and the people that I've helped to succeed. There is passion in everybody, but often they need somebody else to bring that out, to coax that out, to inspire that passion. And the thing that really warms my heart are all the people that I've touched and empowered and helped them succeed. And I still listen to some of these stories. Somebody who may have come to me when they were maybe 19, 20 years old, really didn't know where they were going to head, and I helped them find their passion, that fire in that belly that finally made their career successful. So that, I believe, is my greatest achievement.
Wonderful. Reading from your book, you seem to have a unique perspective what the leadership is. I want to know, where did you learn this from?
Leadership is something that is a frame of mind. And I owe almost everything that I learned about leadership to my mother. She was a role model, and one of the things about leadership that she taught us is the embrace of values. She had very strong values, and one of them was to focus on things that you control. Because there are too many things in life that we cannot control. And if we focus on those, it could destroy us, it could damage us. But if we focus on our own actions, then we can be successful. Because each of us have 100% control over our own actions. So this is one key value that she taught us. The other key value that she taught us was the value of integrity, which is that integrity is so important that you can never sacrifice it, and nothing in life is worth sacrificing integrity for. But the amazing thing about integrity is that it could be a way of life, it could be a way of doing your work. So to me, integrity that she taught me was that if somebody gives you a job to do, you will do it to the best of your abilities. In other words, do it in such a way that you are the best in the world in that job. So go into that job with that mentality. And that's how I've approached life. I've never pursued money. What I've pursued is excellence. And I feel that if everybody pursues excellence in whatever it is that they do, money will follow them. They will never have to follow money.
That's beautiful. All the students graduated from your university went through your hands. If it's a one career advice you would give the audience, what would it be?
The main career advice that I would give each young person graduating from any program is make sure that you find what your passion is, because it shouldn't feel like work. When you're doing something as a career, you're going to do it for a long period of time. And if it feels like work, that's not your calling, that's not your passion. Find something which will not feel like work.
Well, as you know, Willis College has already adopted your cybersecurity leadership courses within our curricula. I wonder, could other education institutions do the same? And I wonder, how do they go about it?
Rima, all educational institutions could do the same thing that you did. Because what you did was you reached out and you said, here's my format, and here's the way my terms are laid out. Could you adapt your courses or your program to my institution's needs? And that's what I would do. So I have a complete Master of Science in Cybersecurity program that I developed in 2015, and I actually launched it at Cyber Maryland in 2015. And the description is out on the web. And I also launched a Doctor of Science in Cybersecurity at about the same time. All of these could be adopted by any university in the world, and I'm more than happy to help them adopt it.
So how is your program different than any other program? What is so special about your program?
So from my book, you saw that I view cybersecurity as a business discipline, as a way to drive the modern organization, the mission of the modern organization. So the way my program is different is that it is a combination of business elements, technology elements, policy elements, people elements. In other words, a very holistic, interdisciplinary program. Cybersecurity is not computer science. Cybersecurity is not computer engineering, nor is it just technology. So this holistic approach allows a person from any discipline, let's say you're in healthcare, well, you can still do a Doctor of Science degree within my program and focus on the healthcare sector. Somebody else can focus on financial sector. Somebody can focus on the education sector. It doesn't matter what your focus is, because digital strategy, cybersecurity is a business applied discipline. So my program is that application in the business sector in driving the organization forward. So that is the difference.
Dr. Mansur, what would be one advice you have and recommendation for education institutions to lower the cost and increase the productivity?
So it's still digital strategy, because technology has empowered every educational institution to expand their geographic border. You don't necessarily need to have physical classrooms anymore. You can have virtual classrooms. You also don't need these thick books that cost hundreds of dollars. You can do digital books that are actually multimedia capable. They don't have to be flat two-dimensional. They can have videos in there, they can have audio in there, they can also have links in there. So if somebody clicks and it goes and gives them some additional information. So the old way of citing. So you can go to this modern world and yet you can deliver that at very low cost. Building a classroom, it doesn't make any sense anymore.
Amazing.
I have helped organizations, universities, literally educate people all around the world while never having a campus in any of those places.
In your book, I read about the technology and the book publishing. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
So this is another way technology is empowering authors like me, who have a passion to share knowledge, and there are millions of authors like that. Today, what do? They're literally giving away their intellectual property to some publisher who's going to lock away that book or their knowledge in some commercial database where they're going to make money where the authors will not be making money. So technology today has empowered authors like me to do what is called independent book publishing, where you retain all your intellectual property rights, you can reduce the cost of the books, and you don't print something until somebody actually orders it. So for example, in my case, my books are available in ebook, audio, and paperback. Well, the paperback, if you order from Amazon, it doesn't even get printed until you order it. Once you order it, Amazon has this amazing printing production line that within 2 days they can have the book in your office or home.
Wow.
And it also can be done at a lower cost. So this is the other thing. The other key thing is faster edit cycles. See, the traditional publisher right now will give you a 2-year edit cycle. Well, by the time 2 years rolls around, that knowledge is obsolete.
Yes.
So my book, which was originally published in March of 2014, right now here we are, it's already in the 3rd edition. And I was able to do the editions whenever I felt it was necessary.
Dr. Hasib, I have a very important question to you. What is the ethical leadership and why is that so important?
Now, that's a great question. Ethical leadership is something that you are practicing right now. What are you doing? While you're pursuing your passion, you've also surrounded yourself with people of similar passion. They have their own areas of expertise, but that's their passion. And you've surrounded yourselves with them, but you're also sharing the fruits of your success with them. In other words, you don't view them as an expense. You view them as an asset, something that you can embrace and keep, because you're going to need them for your long term, because you need that loyalty. So ethical leadership is this very simple principle of sharing the fruits of success with the people that helped create that success for you. And I believe every CEO in the world should be doing this, because this is also the foundation of capitalism. What is the idea of capitalism? Capitalism says that if I work hard, I'm supposed to enjoy the fruits of my working hard. Well, what good is it if some CEO is taking away all the money from my working hard and I get nothing? And I'm discarded with a layoff every now and then. That's no leadership. That's not leadership. That is abusing your authority. So ethical leadership is the exact opposite of not abusing your authority, doing what is right. And you will see that some of the greatest companies, even today, they're very profitable. For long-term profitability, ethical leadership is the only way to do it. And so that's why I felt like if you're going to be a cybersecurity leader, without ethical leadership, without digital strategy, you can never do it. And this is what I've practiced for 30 plus years. So I felt like it was very important to permeate that through the book and also teach this next generation that this is the way to lead modern organizations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hasib, for your wonderful answers. And Dr. Hasib is about to approach a cybersecurity leadership seminar in partnership with Willis College in West Ottawa and Canadian Institute of Mass Communications. And all of us, we wanted to thank him for traveling from the US and giving this amazing cybersecurity day to City of Ottawa. Thank you.